I'm going to go over the 25 things that newbie RVers and really even seasoned RVers forget when they're packing. These are 25 things that either we have left behind over the years or that are the most commonly left behind and would be kind of an issue if you do leave them behind. The RVing world is kind of a steep learning curve, but it can be quick. You can learn things really fast, and really you learn things after just a couple of RV trips. So you can learn really quickly, but if you're brand new, you might need a little bit of help. These 25 things are things that people often forget that you really need to have. Okay, first of all, I'm going to go over some of the outdoor gear that I think you've got to have and that people forget sometimes. A good, comfortable camping chair. These are the chairs that we use. They are rocker chairs. They're really nice. We've had them for several years. The reason I added them on this list is something you might forget is because people usually invest in these and may only have one set of chairs, so they may get moved. Our problem that we had was we would use them for baseball games, watching the boys, or carry them to sporting events and then leave them in a car and forget to move them back over into the camper. So don't forget your camping chairs. If you don't have camping chairs, you've got to get some. The next thing for outside that you need to not forget or that you need to have is an outdoor rug. You've got to have one. You really need to have one for the inside and the outside. There is no place in the world that you track up more sand or dirt or mud than if you're camping. So this one lets the rainwater go through and keeps the sand out. It unrolls to be really big. We never camp without an outdoor rug under our step. But then you also need a rug that will work on the inside of your camper. This one we keep right inside the door, and I think it's called a muddy mat. And of all the rugs we've ever tried, this one is the best. It does a good job of catching the dirt, and then it's machine washable, and you can take it out on the steps and just sling it off. It keeps the camper pretty good and clean. The next thing that you need for outside is some lighting. This is a Coleman lamp or Coleman lantern that we have had for so long. We have carried this thing on so many camping trips. It takes batteries. If you're sitting around by the campfire at night and not cooking or anything, you'll be fine with just the campfire light. But if you're going to make s'mores or cook or play music or want to talk to the group, then you need some sort of light that's powerful enough to light up the area. So we use this, and you also will need a headlamp. Headlamp or a flashlight would work, but we prefer to use a headlamp because if you are fixing something broken down, you don't want to have to be holding a flashlight. But for those late night dog walks or late night trips to the bathhouse, or if you forgot to close a truck window and it's raining, you need to run outside, we keep a headlamp just hanging right beside our camper door, always, never without a headlamp. And this is my favorite headlamp we've ever had. Any would work, but this is a Nebo brand. It's rechargeable. It lasts a long time, and this one is a really nice one. Another thing that you're going to need for outside is some sort of starter logs for your campfire and a click lighter. We keep a click lighter just in the camper all the time in the drawer. We always have one, but the starter logs, we always have a campfire when we go camping, unless it's raining or it's not allowed, like if it's a burn ban or something like that. But campfire firewood that you buy at a camp store is notoriously horrible at burning. It will never catch fire, hardly worth a flip. And you can't carry firewood across state lines. It's against the rules. So you have to buy it once you get in the state. So if you buy it at the campground store, it usually doesn't burn very well. So if you will get these starter logs, they come in a big box with several in them. You just pull one of these off and kind of fray it at the edges and light it, and it will actually burn for a good long time. It'll help get your fire going. Also for outside, I guess depending on how adventurous you are, we definitely need these, is some waterproof bags. These are called dry bags. They come in a set. We've actually got a bunch of them. We have one for everybody in the family. It's a different color. We got these off of Amazon. There's blue, there's orange. They come in a lot of different colors, but everybody has their own. And you can use these if you're going on a kayak or if you're having a beach day, or we have taken hikes that was in the rain that we just needed something to stay dry. You could either just put this, like you put your phone, food, your sandwiches, your snacks inside here, and then it will roll down and it clips, and it is completely waterproof. Now this you can hook to a kayak. You could also just slide it down inside your backpack if you're going on a hike. We always have dry bags on every trip that we go on, and everybody carries their own. The boys started carrying their own dry bags even when they were little bitty fellas. And the last couple of things for outside, this would only pertain to you if you have a pet, but we have accidentally gotten to a place and not had a long tie out and only had Oakley's leash. You need something longer that you can tie your pet off to if you have a pet. So not just the short leash that you hold them with, but you also need something you can at least tie to a picnic table or something. And then you need bug spray and sunscreen. Just keep those in your camper all the time. We have the regular full body sunscreen, but this is specifically for faces. Now that Bradley has had a little bout with skin cancer on his nose, we've become even more vigilant with using sunscreen. Skin cancer runs in our family, but you can never be too careful. Put sunscreen on. For inside the camper, you need to have a broom and dustpan. Now, storage space is crucial in a camper, and it's hard to come by. So you can get one of those little tiny little handheld sweepers. Those work okay, but they kind of break your back. This broom and dustpan, we've had this kind of model for years. This has the dustpan that hooks onto the broom, and the broom is a retractable head. An extendable head. Extendable head, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, it gets longer so that you can actually sweep with a full-size broom. And then after you sweep with it, when you're ready to travel or put it back up, it just flips back down and becomes small enough that you can store it in just a regular size cabinet. We keep this one in the same one that's got our garbage can in it. We just put it right down here. Whoop. It's easy to store. Full-size broom just doesn't work. You need shower shoes or some sort of like flip-flops or shoes that you can get in the shower and get wet. Or even if you're not going to use the shower at the bathhouse, you still need some kind of shoes that you can just slip on quickly and then drop back off by the door and not walk into the camper. We use these shower shoes that have holes in them so that the water will run through it and they dry really quickly. You need a laundry bag. This is something that people forget. We have forgotten this before, and then you've got to figure out if you're going to put your clothes in a garbage bag that winds up ripping. You need a big old huge laundry bag so that you can put all your dirty laundry in there, and then if you're going to the laundromat, or even if you're going to just bring your laundry back home with you to wash, you need somewhere to put it to kind of keep it all together so that it's not just strewn all over your camper. In the bathroom, you need to not forget soap. We have actually forgotten soap before, or either run out, didn't realize we were out, and you have to go to the store and get some. Both hand soap and dish soap. Both of those things is something that you just might forget, and you don't need to forget that. Once you buy this, you're not going to forget it because it'll stay in your camper, but some people that are new don't know that you need it. These are drop-ins. It's a chemical that goes down in your sewer system that helps break down the waste, the pee and the toilet paper and whatever. It helps break it down so that it can flow through your RV sewer pipes and it doesn't clog up the campground's sewer system. You also need RV safe toilet paper. This is made specifically to break down quickly, and it's made for an RV. You can't flush regular toilet paper in an RV. You need to have some sort of wipes, either a cloth with some sort of cleaner or disinfectant wipe, so that when you get that, sometimes you may have ants or you just need to be able to wipe down things as you use it or as you're packing up. I use these to wipe down when we arrive at a campground, and then also when we clean up and leave, I wipe everything down so that just in case there may be something sticky on the counter, if you leave it not knowing it's there, you'll have ants and bugs. So you want to keep everything wiped down. In the bathroom, don't forget a hair dryer if you are a person who uses a hair dryer. Now that we've been camping for so many years, over 30 years, most of the things we have just stay in our RV. We have one set for home, one set for our RV, but it wasn't always that way for us. When we started out, we can afford 2 sets of everything. You can't just buy an entire set of everything right when you get started. So some of these things we forgot because they were in the house, and then we just forgot to move them to the RV. If you go take a shower and you're fixing to go somewhere and realize that your hair dryer is at your house and you have no way to dry your hair, that is not a fun day, especially if you have long hair. So don't forget your hair dryer. Also in the bathroom, nope, that's all of our bathroom things. Okay, moving to electronic things. Just a couple of things that I want to remind you about for electronics. Obviously, this has happened. You forget your phone charger. We try to just leave a phone charger in here now, but I cannot tell you how many times we've accidentally taken the phone charger in the house, then gone camping, not have a charger, and have to buy one of those super expensive ones from a gas station. So don't forget your phone charger. Also, it's handy to have a battery pack that you, especially if you're going to be doing hiking or be somewhere that you're going to be away from your RV for a long time or away from your car. If you're going to be in a national park or something like that, if you have a battery pack to stick in a backpack, that's really handy. The last few things that you might forget are things that are usually found in a kitchen. So cooking oil or cooking spray, I actually have both, and I have forgotten both at different times. No matter what you're cooking, basically, if you're cooking on a grill, if you're cooking inside, you need something to keep it from sticking. So these are things that are fine to just stay out here. So we usually just keep them in the pantry all the time. But we have been camping so many times where I forgot it and it was something that we didn't have in the cabinet and I just left it in the house. And then you got to go buy some or change what you were going to eat to a sandwich or something. Paper towels is something that is forgotten very often. It's something you just don't think about because it's always handy in your house. So you don't think about packing it. Ziploc bags. We use more Ziploc bags when we're camping than we do at home probably, because if you want to pack up chips or something for a hike, put it in your backpack, or if you have leftover food, you can use Ziploc bags. Trash bags is another thing that you might forget. This is just something that's always available in your house, so you might forget to actually pack it in your camper. And this, I can tell you from experience that you need to pack a can opener of some kind, because we have had cans of food before, cans of vegetables or beans or whatever, and then you get ready to cook and have no way to open it. We have actually had to open cans before with a knife, which doesn't really work very well. So a can opener. And the very last thing that I want to remind you to have, you may not drink coffee, but I gotta remember to have my coffee cup. Coffee to me at a campground is one of the most wonderful pleasures. I have forgotten a coffee cup before on a trip and wound up drinking out of a measuring cup. I mean, it had a handle, it worked, but having a coffee cup is great. This one is a stainless steel one, and it keeps my coffee nice and warm for a long time. It's a hydro flask. This is my favorite coffee cup. I actually have one in the camper, and then I was gifted one for Christmas this year to keep in the house. I was carrying them back and forth. But this coffee cup is a really good one. So now if you would rather have a really nice, neat list on paper, you can get this off of Etsy, and it's just a printable. It's just a couple of dollars if you're like the kind of person that would rather have it on paper to check mark it off. I have done that over the years, and this is a really good list. It has the gear set up, like the things that you need, like wheel chocks and your sewer hose. But if you want to know those things that you actually need, we did make a video on that as well that would be helpful that you can watch. And then it also has your departure checklist, the things you need to do as you leave the campground, like unhook your power and run down your antenna and all of those things. It comes with 3 packing checklists. So it's got your outdoor gear, your bed, bath, and personal items, and your kitchen supplies. So this is handy if you want it. If you don't need it, that's fine too. Don't be overwhelmed. If you forget something, just roll with it. You got to learn, if you're going to be an RVer, you got to be able to roll with things that may not work out well or don't go to plan, and just go with it and have a good time. I'm going to put a link with a list of most of this stuff in the description, as well as the printable list if you would like to use that. We're glad you're here to be on this RV adventure with us.